Hi guys, it's me, Yani Rides, and this is my new update of the writing tips or writing updates. Yeah, updates about my ongoing fantasy story. This is my first time writing my own fantasy, guys, and then I would like to share some details about it and para sa akin, bakit siya naging unique sa ibang story, sa ibang fantasy story. Again, before I was a writer back in 2017, I was a reader for almost until now. And I've been reading a lot of fantasy stories. I really love reading a lot of fantasy stories than romance. And because of it, I decided to write this story titled The Last Warrior of the Rising Sun. Charan! I actually made own magnetic bookmark of my story para mas ma-inspired tayo magsulat. Okay, I would like to share about my story. Why did I choose the title and why makes my story unique? Okay, let's start about it. During I was thinking about of writing a story. This is my second time writing a story. My first complete story, English story, is El de la Costa, is American citizen in love with a OFW man named Asher Mendoza. While this one, The Last Word of the Rising Sun, is the second book written in English language and my first ongoing and first ever fantasy that I made since I was a writer and slash reader at the same time. For how many years of reading um, fantasy story, I really noticed that every story was focused on love. Yes, everyone focused on love. Maybe a love from the family or mostly a love for a lover. Yung magjowa, babae at lalaki, lover. So, dahil doon, at because of that, charot lang. Because of that, I decided to write my own fantasy which is titled The Last Warrior of the Rising Sun. Actually, this is only book 1. I wasn't I wasn't able I didn't like on revealing the book 2 title to book 3 to the sequel. But when I asked a writer like me to read my book prologue to chapter 5, I think, to chapter 10, they decided when they give me the honest feedback as a beta reader, they was confused on how my book is going on. Kung ano yung flow ng libro ko. So, they was confused. That was the right time that I decided, sige, i-announce ko na lang sa introduction kung may book 1, book 3, ganon, ganon, ganon. So far and so forth. Kasi nako-confuse talaga sila kung bakit ganon at trash scenes. I started writing this Last Word of the Rising Sun February 19, 2025 this year and until this month before I decided to stop. Kasi need kong mag-focus on my writing narrative documents, narrative portfolio sa amin internship or OGT as a fourth year college and a second sem na. Okay? So, need kong mag-focus. So, I decided to stop writing it. Even though every time I keep on writing at least 2 chapters a day, it really give me this kilig moment even if I'm just writing my own story. And then when a friend asked me to or my friend give me the honest feedback that some of my scenes are in rush, it was really totally honest, of course. And then para din kasi sa akin, kaya parang na-rush na lang yung mga scenes ko sa story is because Wait lang, uy. It because multitasking. It because sulat lang ako ng sulat. I keep on writing every chapter per day. It depends on the flow and especially the outline. I actually been reading I I actually have the chapter outlines of every chapter, but sadly I cannot focus on it since every time I have this update which is in the outline, the next chapter was a new idea coming from the last chapter. That's why my book is my book is taking so long, and I also having a hard time on what they call that. Saan ba nawigis sila? On what they call that, um the flow of my outline. Yon, the flow of my outline. So the last story of the rising sun is all about not focus on love actually, and it's not all about focus on friendship. It focus on love, not for a lover but for a family, which is Thea. Oh my gosh, i-reveal ko ba to? Tapos pinopost ko na yung audiobook ko sa YouTube. Okay. Postpone. Sorry. Thea is the last warrior of the rising sun. Althea is the last warrior of the rising star. And, yun na nga. The name of the character of the book 3 is Luna, which is the last warrior of the rising moon. And if you're confused, this three series, kind of sequel, kind of book 1 to book 3 was all connected because those three women, independent women, brave women that I've been taking about lately, charot, was all siblings. And yes, they are fighting for the darkness queen, for the darkness, for the bad guys in the story. And they have this obligation, responsibility as a warrior to protect the land, to protect the kingdoms. That's it. So after I started writing my own story, which is the last word to rising sun, February 19, 2025, until now, I already reached 31 chapters and I will stop from it. Start from it. I will stop. Hihinto na ko dun because I will focusing on my narrative reports that I need to submit before June, our own graduation of my manifesting degree holders soon, guys. Okay, back to the story. I actually hope that this story of mine that I've been writing for I don't know how months that I will focus on after I graduate, but hopefully this story of mine will um, open a new opportunity for me, especially that I already have a book signing, contract, and mobile reader, which is this one. This story, the same story, the same story, and the same story, which is the last story of the rising sun, is already available paid story in mobile reader. So, I cannot reveal all the information of my outline since I'm also posting my audio version of The Last of the Rising Sun in my own YouTube channel. And this is the update of it, of my writing, no, what ita? Writing tips or something, writing updates of my life, ganon. So, this is it, guys. I already have here a lot of a lot of outline, and right now I'm busy on rewriting it. Before tomorrow, I'll be focusing on my internship narrative reports. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys, and hope you like this as my comeback on my writing journey. So see you again on June after the graduation, and I will flood all your notification in Wattpad, in Mobo Reader, in my own YouTube channel, audiobook, and please don't forget to click subscribe, like, and share, and comment your thoughts below. Thank you.